Hey gang, just wanted to get a video up. I apologize for not having any videos this past week. A couple of my sons, my three sons have been in town. My oldest son, he had to come and go back, and they're helping me put a roof on the house, unfortunately. And it's running into a lot more than we wanted it to be. But, you know, that's how it goes. That's why I haven't had any videos. Uh, this weekend marks my 10-year anniversary of being affiliated with the Pathfinder School in some way or another. And I kind of wanted to get a video out about that. Uh, Here's the deal. Been there 10 years in one capacity or another, either as a student or as a helper or as an assistant instructor or an associate instructor or an instructor or now as the camp master. Uh, so I've got quite the background with the Pathfinder School uh, now. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Uh, Schools. I've been to several. I won't name names. Uh, I've stuck with the Pathfinder School because I believe in the system and because I believe in the commitment that the school has to training people and training people right. Uh, for example, the basic survival class. The basic survival class really kind of revolves around that 72-hour scenario where most people are either going to be rescued or after 72 hours, most of the time it's recovered. Uh, the basic the basic class is basically to get you through that 72 hours so you have a chance of getting rescued. Uh, and just like every other certification at the Pathfinder School, that certification is not taken lightly by the instructors. So there's been a lot of talk on the internet of one of those. Well, you know, some places just try to make you fail, and a lot of times they're talking about us when they say stuff like that, and that's not true because it's like this. It's one of those we've been in a culture for a long time of everybody gets a prize, everybody gets a trophy, all that kind of stuff. Well, I got bad news for you. Uh, Life is not like that, especially if you're ever in a real survival situation. Mother Nature is not going to be kind to you on purpose. So here's the deal: not everybody is going to make it through a survival situation, and not everybody deserves a trophy, and not everybody gets a patch. So if you've got a patch from the survival or from the Pathfinder School, that means that the instructors are pretty confident that you are going to be able to perform uh, at whatever level you got that patch at. So I'm sorry, not everybody gets a patch, and just like that, not everybody makes it through some kind of a survival situation. Uh, so don't believe everything you hear. That's all I got to say about that. Why did we pick the Pathfinder School? My son and I, my youngest son, we had been watching survival shows on TV and all that kind of thing. And my youngest son was very interested in outdoor stuff and those kind of things. He was in scouts and all that kind of thing. And when we were watching these survival shows, uh, my son got interested in that kind of stuff. And finally, one day we were talking about it, and I said, "Hey, you want to take a class?" Some of you have probably heard this story before. It's still valid, so if you've heard it before, you're about to hear it again. Uh, I asked him. I said, "Do you want to take a class?" And he goes, "Sure, let's do that." So at that time, there were probably 4 or 5 major survival shows on the networks, various places, and I got online and found contact information for a lot of the big names at the time. Uh, this is back in late 2011, uh, and I sent uh, queries to everybody that I could find contact information for. It was probably about 4 or 5 that I sent contact or that I got contact information for, and I sent them a message going, "Hey, my son and I are interested in taking a survival class. What do you recommend?" And that was really all there was to it. And to this day, 10 years later, only one of those people have ever answered an email. Uh, and it was Dave that answered the email. He answered it within an hour of me sending the inquiry, and he answered it personally. And we ended up selecting the Pathfinder School to go take a basic class from. He had a basic class coming up in March of 2012 that we signed up for, my son and I, and we bought gear and we did all that kind of stuff, and got ready to go to that. And in March 2012, my son and I got in my pickup truck and headed to Ohio. And the rest, I guess, is history. So we ended up taking a basic class. Then we took a basic primitives class. And then we went to a youth archery weekend. And it expanded on from there, taking intermediate classes and advanced classes. And what else? Blacksmithing classes and several other classes from the school. And my son has since moved on, went to the Navy, my youngest one. But that's where we stand now. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I have been to multiple schools. And they all have different philosophies. And they all have different operating tempos, should we say. Pathfinder School is kind of fast-paced when you go certification classes. But I believe in the level of training you get there. Now, that's not saying other training schools are bad. That's not saying other training schools are good. What I'm trying to tell you is, you need to pick a school that is going to, number one, give you the training, and make sure that you have the best chance possible of succeeding at that training. And with that being said, you may not succeed. It may be you. It's probably not going to be the instructors, because I have watched the instructors, and have been one of the instructors who sits out there with people who are struggling, and sit around the campfire at night, or sit around their camps at night, and so on and so forth, and just work with them and work with them and work with them. But, you know, training starts at a certain time and training ends at a certain time. You've got a start day and an end day. So that's your opportunity to get trained. Some folks that we've had come to the school, they only come there for the training. They don't care about the patch. They don't care about the certificate. They don't care about any of that stuff. They care about being in the training environment, which is great. At the Pathfinder School, we like you to train like it's real. You know, that being said, we can't put you in a real situation where you're going to get hurt. But we can make you feel like you've got a lot of pressure on you, and we do. Because let me go back to what I said. Mother Nature is going to be a lot harder on you than the instructors at the Pathfinder School are. That's all I got to say about that. So, like I said, 10 years at the Pathfinder School this very weekend. I am filming this on March the 11th, and I think this may actually be the 10th anniversary of my graduation date from basic class. If it's not, it was this 3 or 4 day period. Following, I've got a selection of photographs from the 10 years at the school. You can take a look at that kind of stuff or not. So you can actually end this video right now, or you can enjoy the photo essay, montage, series, whatever you want to call it, that comes after this. With all that being said, thanks for your views, thanks for your support, thanks for supporting all the friends and all the instructors at the Pathfinder School. Thank you for can't speak English. I'm making this too fast. Thanks for supporting the school. Thanks for supporting Dave and his family. Self-Reliance Outfitters is a family business. It's not a huge business. And like I said, it is a U.S.-based family business. No, it's not all U.S. products, so quit crying before you start. But with all that being said, enjoy the photos. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down.